My name's Renee. I'm 29. I'm from the Netherlands and I am Ecuador right now.
How do you feel about yourself?
How do I feel about myself? I feel right now, um, good. Also a bit like trying to find my way, but I guess it's kind of like an adventure, and I'm trying to embrace it as an adventure, as a new adventure.
Why are you in Ecuador?
Why not? Maybe. So I started in Colombia, and a lot of people have been saying, "Don't go down to Ecuador because it's sketchy right now." So maybe that's the reason why I went, to kind of see for myself, go the way where no one or not everyone goes.
Yeah. What's the most important lesson life has taught you?
Um, well, it might be very cliche, but it's true. It's like to to live in the moment where let's see how to put this. Life's very short. Um, so and it will tell you where to go and what to do. You just have to listen to it. And often we don't listen to it. Um, and I think you realize you didn't listen is once you are facing like challenging things where you realize what matters and what doesn't matter. When people, yeah, you're close to die, um, and you're like, well, what's been the point that I've been doing this certain thing? Um, if it's really just about, I don't know, live in the moment, be with the people you love, and only do what you really want to do, I guess. But the sad thing is that you only realize those things often once you've experienced things like that, which is quite sad. I think.
How do you listen to what life is telling you?
Well, I'm starting to get better at it. So I think it's 2 years ago, more or less. Yeah, 2 years. Um, where in my previous job I had a burnout, um, and I had been walking around with stomach issues, and I don't know, my body telling me that I had to hit the brake, like slow it down. But obviously, I didn't listen to that. Till the point where my body was just like, "All right, well, then we will hit the brake, and you can't do anything." Like I couldn't even take out the trash; it was like too much. So I think that when I get triggered now with, I don't know, something stressful or like something that I like think about a lot without really talking about it, um, my body like reacts, like overreacts, because it's been, oh no, we're not going there again. So it's like my belly bloats, and it's really my body telling me, um, that I have to hit the brake again. So I'm trying to listen to it more, and sometimes it's really annoying because you're like, well, right now it's not really the time. Can we just go? Um, but it's only going to take longer if you don't listen to it.
What do you think is the most interesting thing about you?
Uh, Maybe how it knocked me down, or how I'm getting back up.
What's
I
it like
guess.
being a twin?
Well, I don't know because I have nothing to compare it with. But when we were younger, we didn't really get along that good because you're at the same age and it's boy girl and yeah. Um, so like we would be in the same class as well. So whenever he did something, I would tell my parents, and the other way around. So you you don't really have your own social life that you're exploring. I mean, you do, but it's still with him, still like someone that's very familiar to you. So when we went off to high school, our parents asked to split us so we could explore a bit on our own. And now it's actually really good being a twin. Like we have a really good relationship, really close. Yeah,
What's the biggest change you've made as a person?
I think I am in the the biggest changing happening now. Is happening now where I'm trying to listen more to myself, but also trying to live less for others and more for me, I guess. And also, which kind of brings me back to like the first question you asked, is that it's really not about the money you've earned or all all the big jobs you've had. Um, and I think with that burnout, I've really tried to show others, like, look, I can do it. I can fit in this box that, or I'm following this path. But actually, the more you're trying to fit within that box where you actually don't fit in, like the less it's gonna work. And I think I'm trying to fit less in that box.
What has helped you be able to learn to stop living for other people?
Um, so within a month, a very good friend of mine passed away with a car accident in Jordan, and my mom passed away. And I think those two events happening very fast. Um, I don't know. I guess it made me realize how short life is. I mean, you always know, but you don't you don't also. um, so I guess, well, my mom, we knew she was gonna pass away. She's been sick, so we've had really wonderful conversations the last couple months, where she would tell me as well, like, yeah, don't live for others, like, and trust more in yourself. I guess parents always tell you that. With my friend being gone all of a sudden, uh, yeah, that was like, life is very short, so why worry about what others think or live for others when it's your life. And I mean, I'm still struggling with it. Like, I'm not doing that every day, um, but I try to be more conscious about it and live more by it.
What other conversations did you have with your mom before she passed away?
um,
How long did you know?
Well, she's been sick 4 years, so we knew she was gonna pass away. We just didn't know when. So the last 4 years have been really, you live your life, but you also kind of pause it because you know the time is limited. And the weird thing about it is that you never know. Like time is always limited, but you um, there is a word in Dutch, and I don't know how I would translate it. It's called onbezonnen, which is careless, maybe careless. That works. That works. Um, so you live less careless because you know she's gonna pass away, kind of. So you always kind of have the feeling you have to be there because you know she's gonna miss out on so many things. So I might as well be there, and that I will do the things that I want to do. I'll do them after. I'll do them later. So yeah, 4 years we knew, or not knew, but like uh, she was sick 4 years, and not it sounds really wrong, but not having that end date. It's also it's frustrating sometimes because you keep thinking, okay, when is it gonna be then? How much longer do I have to um, wait?
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
What were the conversations like with her like towards the end?
Well, also about like if she was scared and how she'd feel, and but really like towards the end, it seemed like she had peace with it, or not peace, but she knew she wasn't gonna. It was only gonna get worse. So it was euthanasia in the end. Euthanasia, the word. Um, and I think to make a decision like that, you must be really sick. Like you must be really done. Where you decide to leave your husband and your two kids, like the people you love the very most, to decide like that not even that is enough anymore. She told me once when she said, "There's gonna be a point where even my love for you guys is not enough anymore because I'm too sick. I can't do it anymore." So we had conversation about that. Mm, but also that I told her like I'm scared to live life without you because who am I gonna call? Who am I gonna ask? What will I do? And then she told me, well, then you just listen to your heart because I will always be there. It's like it was really emotional, but also very beautiful conversations because a lot of my friends, for example, or a lot of the people never have conversations with their parents like that. I think.
So what do you think your mom would say to you today, or what do you think she would think of you?
I think that she would be very proud for finally having the courage to quit my job, um, and to now be sad about the fact that she's not here anymore. But because some days are good, some days are shitty, and I miss her. But I think she will be proud because in her goodbye letter she wrote, "Stay happy and healthy because that's what it's all about. Don't care about the other things."
If you could ask her one question today, or tell her one thing, what would it
one question, I guess that would be the question, like, what do you think of how I'm doing? Like, kind of like wanting to have her approval. Because it is kind of like I'm not following the path. I'm not doing what most people do at my age. Like, I don't buy a house, I don't have kids, I don't get married, I don't have a good job. So I think that's the thing I struggled most with. Also, in order to quit my job, it took me so long because I just wanted to ask her, like, are you okay with it? Like, is that okay for you? Is it okay if I choose for me now? Because I really tried to fit in that box, but I just didn't fit. So that would be my question, I guess. Is it okay?
How have you dealt with feelings of never being enough?
Um, I write a lot, and also I talk to my parents and my brother. Being a twin is lovely, but also you are being compared always from the day you were born. And I guess as the years went on and as we got older, yeah, I just struggled with that, as in constantly comparing myself to him. If I'm, oh, but he's already doing this, well, why am I not doing this? And still, like, I still do that. Like, he bought a house with his girlfriend, he has a stable life, he uh, has a good job, he has a car. Here I am, got nothing. um, but on the other hand, I have everything. Like, I choose what I wanted, and maybe not everyone um, understands, but they don't have to. I guess like the seek of approval. So how I've dealt with feelings of never being enough. I think I will always struggle with it. I think that's like something that's just a thing that I struggle with. Um, but the feeling of not feeling enough is actually just a mirror to yourself. It's like, well, why are you not feeling enough? Is it because you want something else, or you're trying to be something else? So when I still have feelings of that, I try to like peel them. I'm like, okay, so what's going on? And then I write about it. And well, as I said, trying to live more for me. They don't have to understand. They don't have to live the way I live. They also like I take care of myself. They don't have to send me money or whatever. I do it differently.
What's the best way to live?
Live in now. And I'm still trying to figure that out myself, because it's so easy to get caught up in thoughts of, well, what if I, okay, so what if I'm done with traveling, or what am I going to do then? What am I going to do next? But the more you worry about what if, the less you live in the now, and you can't change. If you feel like you have to change it, then you can, and then you can do something about it. It makes no sense to worry about other things that are not, they're not there yet. Or I mean, it's also very easy to say.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
Worry less. But to be fair, I think when I was younger, I'm not that old, but when I was younger, um, maybe I did worry less. So maybe it would be my younger self telling me now, worry less. And I think um, it also is the age where you, I don't know, puberty, high school, and then I went to, like, I did an exchange year in the States, 17, and that was like careless living. Like, yeah, why not? And then you go on to study in the Netherlands, and then she got sick. So I guess within that time frame, I started to live more. No, sorry, less careless. But you can always worry, but the worrying is not gonna like solve anything.
What's been the saddest day of your life so far?
Saying goodbye to mom. Yeah, I felt like my. It was a really weird day as well because you know it's coming. It's like it's really weird. The day is set, and then we had a final weekend together, 4 days, the four of us. No one knew. It was just us. A couple people knew, I think. And then that morning, I remember very, very, like, as it was yesterday. We had dinner with the four of us, and then we watched something together. Like, we didn't really have deep conversation or anything. It's just, and I actually think that's a beautiful thing because there was nothing else to be said. Um, we just wanted to have one more night as a normal family. Um, and then it was 9:30 p.m. and my mom just like threw the blanket off her, got up, and she started like she gave my brother a kiss goodnight and me a kiss goodnight, and then she walks over to my dad, um, and she started singing the song "One More Night" by Phil Collins, um, and that was the song they first kissed on when they were on like a work trip, and it was like so like one more night, so it was like the final night they had together. And then she walks. She kind of walked off it. Looked like she was relieved. Like one more night, I just have to walk up the stairs one more time, and then I can go. And then the next morning, um, I don't know. You open your eyes and you're just like so. Like, I don't know. It's so weird. I walked to. She was still in bed, so I crawled in bed with her, and I think that's when the crying started. Like I couldn't stop by then. Where she just laid in bed and she like touched my face like this, and she said, "You got some wrinkles over the past couple months. It's like worry wrinkles about me." And then we had talks about that. I told her like I'm kind of scared for the future as you're not there. And then we talked about that, and then she took off all her jewelry. She gave it to me. She took a shower, and then she like I've never seen her that much alive in the past couple months. And then she walks into her closet and she picks like she shows me two shirts. She's like, "Which one should I wear for the coffin?" It's like it sounds unreal. Like that's very. And then after the shower, she goes down and she brought the laundry down. I was like, what are you doing? It's really weird. I talked about this with my dad the other day, and he's like, yeah, I also got kind of like, what are you doing? Like, why do you want to die today? But it was, she was relieved. Like she could go. It's been enough. And then the ambulance comes to inject the thing, and then they leave again. And then the um, a doctor comes like 3 hours later to actually inject the. So it's like they make it ready,
Yeah.
and then 3 hours later, um, the doctor does the actual thing, like it, the stuff. And those 3 hours were so weird. Like my mom was on the couch and she kind of like fell asleep and then woke up again. And we looked in photo albums, kind of like went through her life, but didn't really talk. My dad started doing dishes. It's like I don't know what the fuck to do. It was really, yeah, like very weird and very normal at the same time. Yeah, and then we had to say goodbye, and that was really the saddest thing I ever had to do. And I think also seeing my dad say goodbye to her, that was just heartbreaking. But yeah, and then we held her. Um, Also, we didn't take long. It was just like kind of do it anyway, get it done and over with. Um, and my dad held one hand, and my brother and I were on the other side. And then she said, she waved to us one more time. She said, "All right, goodbye, everyone." And my dad said, he was crying. I don't really see him crying a lot. He said, "Safe travels." Um, and then she got the injection, and it was, I don't know, it was a matter of seconds, really. That usually that happens when people are very sick. Um, and it scared me because you could see that she was like she would cut like trying to catch her breath. So to me, it looked like if she was thinking, "Oh no, I don't want to," but it's like a normal reaction of the body. And then 2 hours later, someone comes in to check if you're really dead. You're just really weird. That was really weird. Like I was sitting there, kind of like not knowing what to think. My dad and my brother were prepping the room, like making themselves busy with prepping the room so the coffin could stay there. And I just kind of froze, and I held her hand. I just sat next to her, trying to, I don't know, like, be with her in final moments. Um, yeah, I think you could say that was the saddest day of my life.
What do you think about that?
I hope it is like a lighter place and it's not ending. I'm not religious, but I do believe that there's something, or maybe that's comforting to me, that I'd like to think that there is something. So 2 days ago, I was walking on the beach and lit a candle at the church because it was 1 year. And as I walked back, I was crying. And it was cloudy, and it was just one ray of sunshine, like further down. And like obviously that can just happen, but like it's comforting to me that it's like her saying hello, like I'm here, I'm kind of watching over you. And also, I have that with my friend because I never got a chance to say goodbye to her in like a normal way. Or no, I don't know what's normal. Um, yeah, I'd like to think that she's still around somewhere, laughing like she always did, being proud of what I do now. Yeah.
What do you think about life?
Oh, it's shitty sometimes, but it's also beautiful. Um, it is very beautiful, and it has so much to offer. Um, and I think sad moments make life beautiful. How sad that sounds. uh, it's a beautiful thing, but it has ups and downs. But I think we should all live it more. I had to promise my mom that to make something out of life, so I'm trying. And I think a lot more people should try.